Hi, I'm Shane Balkham, Client Investment Director at Asset Management. Welcome to my 2-minute missive. History doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. That's my favourite quote and attributed to Mark Twain, and I think sort of brilliantly highlights where we are with the AI boom and is it mirroring the dot-com bust? There's been a lot of news headlines and speculation about that recently, particularly with Nvidia's pledge of $100 billion investment into OpenAI. They are the developer of ChatGPT in order to build some new data centers, which will be used and filled with Nvidia chips. Sort of a circular demand for Nvidia. Nvidia share price jumped on this news. Then OpenAI said they're going to be buying billions of chips from AMD and ultimately take around about a 10% stake in the company. That also jumped AMD share price. So we're in a situation where a lot of the news is causing speculative jumps in share prices. Now, there's no arguing that AI is a fantastic technology, as previous technologies have done as well. The railroads, the oil boom, the internet, all created better standards of living. But at some point, there was speculation. Now, the investment team are acutely aware, and they will be reading this in the quarterly review, that pretty much every regional equity market is above its long-term average in terms of valuation. Now, it's important to have diversification. Now, we don't know how long the equity market rally will continue. It's important not to time the markets. Our job is to stay invested on your behalf, but it's also our job to make sure we have appropriate diversification for you. And that in the past has helped soften when equity markets have been in a bit of a doldrum. So, as equally important as is stay invested when markets are low, it's also equally important to stay invested when markets are high, because you want to capture those best days, and those best days tend to coincide with some of the worst days in the market, hence why it's important to stay invested, benefit from the compounding. Markets will climb a wall of worry, they will climb the bad news, and they have done every year and they continue to do so. So it's important to make sure you stick to that long-term financial plan. These are my views, and before making any investment decision, please speak to your financial planner. Thank you.